Hey, welcome back, everybody, and happy Friday. Andy Curtis, the other Curtis, filling in for Curtis Grevenitz, who is trying to find a place to cool down this weekend somewhere here in Montana. And yeah, he's got his work cut out for him. Here's the high temperatures today. 93 in the capital city. That's 2 days in a row that the Queen City has reached 90 degrees or above. 87 in Great Falls, 83 in Cut Bank. Now, the only real difference that we've been seeing are some 80 is like the coolest temperature that we've been seeing here in Montana, which I'll tell you, isn't that cool? Great Falls is coming up next, but first let's take a look at Helena. 92 degrees right now, a beautiful half view of the capital city. Up in Great Falls, just a few degrees cooler, 85 degrees, feeling like that in the Electric City. So if you are looking for some relief, head north. Temperatures right now, get out of the way so you can really appreciate Glendive, 78 degrees, West Yellowstone, 72, Kalispell, 84. So even where it's feeling cool, I guess, relatively speaking, it's still hot. We're looking at the 80-degree mark, 70 degree, 90 degrees in most parts of the state. And down in the southwest part of Montana, this is probably why it's a few degrees cooler than in the capital city and up in Great Falls. Some pretty nasty storms are moving through Dillon and the Bozeman area. And those are nasty because, especially at this time of the year, heat, and it's been dry somewhat lately, but we're seeing a lot of lightning hitting around. Now, it's nothing too dire just yet, but it is still nasty. So if you're traveling in the Bozeman area or down around Dillon, south of Butte, or heading east from there, please pay attention to that and consider that into your plans as you head out tonight. But those hopefully will be blowing through and heading out of the state as we get farther into the evening. And then, well, here's a little spoiler, they'll be coming back tomorrow. Doppler network radar checking out how things are around here. Wet weather and some thunderstorms moving through the Townsend area south of Canyon Ferry Lake, just the upper edge of what's hitting Bozeman and Dillon there. But again, like I was saying, they're heading out east and they should be out of our viewing area in a little bit here and then later into tonight. But another closer look at how widespread the rainfall is in the down south of us, in the southeastern, southwestern area, and those thunderstorms hitting and really making a lot of rackets. But it's not that bad, relatively speaking, especially if we're comparing ourselves to down south, down in the Gulf Coast, around Louisiana. Tropical Storm Barry. We've been talking about it for the last couple of days, and it's expecting to make landfall tomorrow. I think we're, around 1 o'clock, expecting winds to be 70 miles per hour, and that's not the worst part of it. What really needs to be the area of concern is all that rainfall that's been hitting the city of New Orleans and is going to continue into the weekend and into Monday. Now, things will start to get less extreme. 35 miles per hour can be expected for the winds on Sunday, and 25, but still, that rain is going to be the big issue down there. Still going to be an issue around here, but not as much, luckily. Take a look at the future tracker, what we can expect for tonight and into tomorrow. A little bit of rain that's going to be sticking around, that's moving out, and it should be looking pretty good actually tomorrow morning into early afternoon, and that's great, especially around the capital city area for people going to the Show-Dare Soccer Classic over at Carroll College or the East Helena Rodeo. But you got to pay attention to this. The rain, once we get into Saturday evening, 5, 6 o'clock, things should start to turn pretty nasty between Helena and Great Falls, central part of the state. Hopefully it's getting out of here as we get into Sunday. Sunday morning is looking pretty good, but then that rain's coming back Sunday evening and all the way into Monday. Temperatures tonight are going to be cool and dry for the most part. A little bit of cloud cover in some areas. We're going to be in the 50s and 60s. That's pretty much the case across the state. But temperatures tomorrow are going to be back up in the high 80s, low 90s. Combine that with some rain and some thunderstorms later in the day, and we're going to have a real grab bag of a lot of summer weather rolling through here. So please pay attention to that if you're going out and spending any time outside. 7-day forecast real quick in Helena. It's going to be 92 tomorrow. Like I said, thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday. Up in Great Falls, very similar situation, 90s and 80s with a little bit of rain.
Guess we should enjoy it while it lasts.
That's what I always say.
Good advice. Thank you, Andy. And stick with us. Coming up